couple weeks ago, Kase and I did a comparison on these two bikes, the cfmoto Papio SS and the Honda Monkey, see which one was better on the road and which one was more fun to ride.
Kind of want to see if I can pick this one up. I've picked up Alex's Monkey before. Let's see, really get my back into it. Just gotta find a good place to grab onto it. If I can grab it bearing.
Try the turn signal.
Yeah, the turn signal should be load bearing. I wish there was a better spot to grab it from. Yeah.
Look at that.
Ugh. It's kind of awkward to pick up.
But now we're out at the drag strip and we're gonna figure out exactly which one is the fastest and which one has the most performance. Let's go figure it out. So this is our 2024 cfmoto Papio SS, which is very similar to the Honda Monkey that we've known for a long time, but I think it's got cooler styling than the Monkey, and other than that, it's just a rad little Minimoto, but pretty standard Minimoto stuff. So 126cc single cylinder engine, 6-speed manual transmission, which is a little bit unique for Minimotos. A lot of them have 5 speeds, and that Monkey over there, because it's the older Monkey, has a 4-speed, but 1.9 gallon fuel tank, so pretty standard amount of fuel that this holds, and 251 pounds wet. Let's talk about the Monkey a little bit. So this Monkey, like I mentioned earlier, is not the newest Monkey, but the new Monkey is really similar to this. Really, the only difference is going to be the paint and the fact that the new one gets a 5-speed transmission while this one has a 4-speed manual transmission. But other than that, standard Monkey stuff. So 125cc single cylinder engine, although layout is a little bit different in this compared to the cfmoto. So you can see the cylinder actually comes forward on this, sort of like the old Monkeys of the day, whereas you have more of a traditional dirt bike upright single cylinder engine on the Papio. Power numbers, you're looking at 9.3 horsepower on the Monkey and 9.4 horsepower on the Papio. So close, although torque is a little bit different. So 7 foot-pounds on the Papio, 8 foot-pounds on the Monkey. So you do get what should be a little bit more noticeable torque on the Monkey, and it's worth noting that peak power figures for both horsepower and torque come in a little lower in the RPM range than they do on the cfmoto. And yeah, we'll just have to see if you can actually feel that torque difference. 1 foot-pound in a Minimoto sounds like a lot, but in terms of what you feel in the seat through the butt, you might not be able to feel it. We'll see. Now this video is all about performance testing these two bikes, and since Kase and I aren't the same weight, we decided it would probably be best for the same rider to do the performance tests, and I was the lucky one today. First up was the Honda Monkey in the quarter mile, and what we're gonna do here is get a quarter mile time with the quarter mile trap speed. But since we've got a pretty long runway and we're not gonna be crossing the line at an insanely high speed, we'll also see what the overall top speed is on the Monkey, because I'm pretty confident it's not gonna reach its top speed in the quarter mile. So as you can see, the Monkey ran through the quarter mile in 24.06 seconds. Maybe one of the slowest quarter mile times we've tested, but that was kind of to be expected. And the trap speed on the Monkey was 52 miles per hour. So as you can tell, these little bikes take absolutely forever to reach their top speeds, but I did end up maxing out at 58 miles per hour on the Monkey before I had to get on the brakes, but that was well after the quarter mile. Now the cfmoto is 15 pounds heavier than our Monkey, but we do have an extra 10th horsepower in this bike for whatever that's worth. Less torque than the Monkey, but we do have 2 extra gears. So I wasn't exactly sure what was gonna happen in this race, but I got a pretty good launch. I did pop the front wheel up a little, but still got a decent launch. And the quarter mile was reached in 24.09 seconds. So super close to the time I got on the Monkey. That's about as close as you can get. But this time, trap speed was 57 miles per hour, so across the line a little faster than the Monkey. And this kind of makes sense, right? That the Monkey will get off the line quicker with its torque advantage, but the Papio can reach higher speeds and catches up to the Monkey the further you ride and the further you get down on the drag strip. Just like the Honda, the cfmoto also takes forever to reach its top speed, so I kept cruising full throttle after I crossed the quarter mile line and was able to top out at 63 miles per hour before reaching the end of the runway, which I thought was pretty impressive. It's definitely a little faster than the Monkey. Does feel a little squirrely over 60 miles per hour, so I'm glad it doesn't go much faster than 63 miles per hour. The Monkey, though, does feel a little more stable at its higher speeds, and I think that just comes down to the upright position, the bigger bars, and a squishier seat. And as always, this video is brought to you by our friend Scott at Rider Justice. He's been helping us out with TFL Bike for years, since the very beginning. So if you're ever in need of legal representation, or you've been in an accident, whether that's 2 wheels or 4, make sure you call Scott first, and his information is always in the description below. Now, I don't weigh as much as Kase does, and weight is such an important factor, especially when you're riding underpowered, small displacement bikes like these. So we decided to stick Kase on the faster bike, the cfmoto Papio SS, and we put me on the slower Honda Monkey and took them down the drag strip side by side. Even though the cfmoto is 15 pounds heavier than the Honda, there's a 40-pound difference between Kase and I in terms of rider weight, so that actually still leaves Kase with the heavier package, totaling 426 pounds, whereas me on the Monkey, I'm only coming in at 371 pounds. And as you can tell, rider weight really impacts performance more than anything here. I ran a 23.69 in this test, and Kase was less than a second behind me at 24.22 seconds. But remember, the bike Kase was on was the faster bike in both trap speed and quarter mile time when I was riding them back to back. Now, if we switch bikes, Kase is still gonna be heavier, but only by 25 pounds instead of 55 pounds, like the race we just ran, so might be a little closer. So I grabbed the Papio, Kase hopped on the Monkey, and we did one more quarter mile run. Both our times slowed this time, but I still came out in front at 25.59 seconds, and Kase again right behind me at 26.26 seconds on the Monkey. So basically we're finding out that there's a big enough difference in weight between Kase and I that the difference in power and weight between the two bikes really doesn't matter, because whatever bike I'm on as the lighter rider wins the race every time. Still though, we definitely figured out that the Monkey might be close to the Papio in the quarter mile, but if you're looking for all-out top speed, the cfmoto definitely has the slight edge. All right, so performance test between the cfmoto Papio SS and the Honda Monkey. I think we have a clear winner here in the cfmoto. It was faster top speed overall through the course of the whole runway. Quicker quarter mile time. So yeah, I think if you're looking for all-out performance, this is the one to get. But again, keep in mind that the weight of what you're putting on the bike is a lot more important than like the 20-pound difference between the two bikes you see here. There is a big difference in price. We got to talk about that. MSRP on the Papio is $32.99, which I think is an incredible deal. And the MSRP on the Monkey, a little bit more expensive at $43.49, and that's for a new Monkey. This one is a couple years old. This is a 2020. But if you're buying both these bikes new, there's a little over $1,000 difference. And yes, the build quality is better on this. We don't know long-term reliability quite yet. We haven't owned this long enough, but we've owned this for a long time. It's been dead reliable for us. So can't really comment on which one's going to be more reliable over the long term, but you know, if I'm shopping, this one's got better performance, better looks in my opinion, or at least just not stale looks. And yeah, this is the one I'd go for to save over $1,000. Honda, I think you've got a little bit of sprucing up with the Monkey. Maybe new instrument cluster, fix the headlight issue, give it, you know, cool touch here and there to make it really competitive, especially if you're going to charge $1,000 more than the cfmoto. But we'll have to wait and see what Honda does with the Monkey. For now, if it were my money, I'd go with the cfmoto. Thanks for watching. Check out alltfl.com. We'll catch you in the next video.